Hello, and welcome to another chapter of a tome pulled right off the shelves at the heart of the Jakuls. As always, I'm your competent host, Lothrin, and there's ever so much more data to relay. So let's get to it, shall we? Go grab a filling meal, settle into a cozy spot, and pay accurate attention to Fleet Part 62, Belly of the Beast.
What is that sound?
Oh, I forgot. Tilson handed Alduin something squishy, miming to put it into his ear. The Digra mushrooms. Tilson gestured to the massive cavern, stretching off into the distance further than could be seen as the noise faded out. They grow a sort of orange mold. It's not harmful to us, but it saps the oil production by a lot, so the noise disrupts the mold, and it keeps it from growing. All the mushrooms have it, so you just have to play the noise everywhere.
How many other people are in charge of caverns like this?
Oh, I'm in charge of all of them? Tilson buffed up with pride, still appearing rather scrawny beside the weathered brawler that Alduin had been for quite some time. There are 4 other main caverns, 4 direct subordinates of mine, and each of them has a dozen or so people that work under them.
A dozen or so? Listen, I'm gonna need a full list of everyone that has access to the tunnels and to interview each of them in person. Alduin paused to put a cigarette in his lips.
Tilson snatched it out and stomped on it, pushing forward with hidden strength and snatching the pack to stomp them out as well.
Alduin was about to slug the man when Tilson pointed to a red, yellow, and white, clearly warning sign. He got the gist of it. Shit was flammable in this area. No smoking. But the letters on the sign shifted and moved the longer he stared at them. Sorry, slipped my mind, he apologized.
It's okay. Tilson waved Alduin to follow him, sounding more than a little shaken. You have no idea how many of those I've stomped out since becoming the boss, and I smoked them. The first few times they were mine. Tilson eased the tension as he gestured for Alduin to enter his office, removing his own noise-canceling earplugs as he took up a seat in the same sort of tiny manager room Alduin had found himself in far too many times before. Do you need a copy of all my records? Tilson asked as he sorted through data pads from multiple departments.
Alduin laughed a little, noting how familiar it all felt all of a sudden. No, it's not, I don't, we're not there yet. He'd have to hire another assistant. Not a woman this time. Too many complications. He'd probably look for a young kid. Some ambition, decent intellect. Enjoys payment, but not too much. Something like that. When can I start the interviews?
Tilson sighed, pushing the data pads off his desk. How long are they going to take? How much are you going to rattle the heads of my crew?
Listen, I don't want to be here longer than I have to be. It's hot. It's more humid than I ever thought anything could ever be. I want to be done as soon as I can.
It's all for the mushrooms, though. Work's gotta be done. It's gotta be done as efficiently as possible. Tilson tried to get into an honest working man sort of spiel that Alduin was just not capable of listening to.
I get it. I'm a nuisance. But who pays out the ration cards? Cam Novier. That's what everyone uses as money here. An old habit from when food was scarce but work was plentiful. Old habits tend to live beyond the people that don't even know why they do them anymore. You gotta constantly toil. I gotta ask questions and poke holes in the answers. It's who we are. Everybody's gotta eat. Alduin leveled his best jovial smile at the guy.
I hear you. I hear you. Tilson eased off the hard-ass routine. It's just getting a visit from well, you know what you are.
Yeah, it feels like an attack. I know. I've been there. Not the same way, but we all work for somebody. More than we'd like. Alduin eked a smile out of Tilson. Getting somewhere. Good. When can I start interviewing?
It's just, you gotta understand. My boys and me, we're all a solitary lot, like, only our kind are gonna be down here willingly, or someone who's desperate for cash. Nobody bothers us down here. You go in there and you start rattling cages, production will be effective. I can't have that. I'm the boss. I am responsible for production.
Alduin took a moment, then came up with a plan. I don't know if you've heard or not, but production is already affected. Alduin leaned forward, getting more than a little offended. Do you have any idea how deep a hole Cam dug me out of to solve this problem of his? Tilson backed off, sensing the tide turning against him. When push comes to shove, the weak know who they are. If they don't last long in the tough spots. Yeah, so he's busy up above, taking care of the big boy tasks, and you and I gotta keep the mud and the shit from reaching up to his neck, 'cause if it becomes a problem Cam has to address. Alduin trailed off, standing up and leaning on his desk to grip his Scython revolver. It hummed in anticipation of being fired. His right hand shimmering into existence right before Tilson's shocked and terrified eyes. Let's just say, it's not going to come to that.
We could end a little early today. One of the trays, gotta clean one of the harvesting sections. I can swap a crew, pay a few guys looking for extra work overtime. Get you a dozen men to dig through. Dilson rushed through to figure something out.
Most weak men, regulars, they just need a little push in the right direction. Good, I'm heading up to fetch some things. I'll be back in a couple of hours. Have 2 rooms set aside. Don't let any of them leave before I speak to them. Alduin took his ruined hand off of the weapon, almost wanting to keep it there, but he needed it for something. No one, and I mean no one, enjoys being poked by a stump menacingly. Absolutely no one. You don't follow the rules. I make things difficult. Alduin jabbed the other man with his gnarled, mangled hand for emphasis on each word and all the syllables of difficult. Alduin turned and walked off. This is gonna be a rough one. I can already smell it.
And so it is. Our time has once more come to a close. I hope each and every one of you enjoyed the tale as much as I have the telling of it. As always, I've been your dedicated host, Lothran, and this was Fleet Part 62, Belly of the Beast, another tale right from the heart of the Jakuls. And now, sadly, ever so sadly, we must once again part ways. Korvoth, guide them back along the proper path, back to the safety they know all too well.
Yes, sir, Lothran. It doesn't seem too cool or interesting so far. I'm not really sure what Lothran is so excited about. Oh, he's giving me I gotta get back to work. A pleasant greeting and a fond farewell to each and all. Please leave all your comments, questions, and kindnesses down below. Don't you let me catch a single one of you leaving any of that nasty, abusive, or dreadful stuff, though. You keep all that malarkey to yourselves. Got it? Don't you ever do it. Not ever. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to help us learn, spread, and grow. And don't forget that we strongly encourage each and every one of you to stay safe out there. See you again tomorrow for Fleet Part 63. It's a pretty basic story so far, if you ask me. Good night and good luck. You'll need it. Bye-bye, everybody. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye, bye-bye,